It's an adventure game. Sometimes things just don't work the way you intend them to. And you gotta, like, just keep ramming your head against the wall until something happens. And then you're like, oh, I guess it finally worked out. Jeez. How was I supposed to know to do that? Like, what do they even want from you? It's like, what do they even want from you, man?
Okay, let's see. I can just get the hook underneath the handle of the bag. Now if I just pull a little... Aha! The bag slips off the lamppost. I catch it before it falls to the ground. Unfortunately, it's all a little more than my hook stick can bear, and it snaps into pieces. I place the pieces by the base of a tree and put the plastic hook in the trash, thanking it for its service. But hey, I have the sweet handbag now.
Well, how about that? Wow. Wow. What else are we doing? Hold on. We got this now. And we know who needs those two things.
It's a fancy designer handbag. It's gray and made of some kind of textile with metal clasps. It's very pretty. Moderately sized in terms of carrying capacity, not too big or too small. Very nice. Definitely a handbag you'd want to avoid losing.
Well, let's go to the older buildings where the other dokies are. We need to keep moving. The litter's full. Yes, up, Monica. Here's your dang old poem.
Oh, hey, my poem! Thank you, Natsuki. How'd you find it and get it back? Now, there are some mysteries you're better off not knowing, Monica. You don't have to tell me that twice. I will just take it with gratitude.
Yay! So, is there anything we can talk to her about now? I guess, well, we already know the deal. MC's pen. No, I don't think we need to talk to her about any of these things. We're fine. We already know what we're doing. Well, we need to go back to the hallway. And from the hallway, we need to go to the girls' living room. We don't need to go any deeper than that. Yes, we're back. So, randomly just throwing this shirt around.
Oh my god! Is that MC's gym shirt? Yeah, it was laying around the gym. Can I take it? I'll make sure he gets it. Eventually. I'm sure you will. Here you go. Thanks! She immediately takes it somewhere I can't see her. I am almost certain she is pressing it to her face and inhaling deeply. Especially since she comes back a second later looking really punch-drunk. Sayori looks to be thinking to herself for a second. That reminds me, we need to meet MC. We were gonna go eat together. Will I see you later? Yeah, probably. Cool, have fun today, Natsuki. I guess she's off then.
Well, that takes care of that. And now what? We only have, what, the handbag now? Is that the only thing left? It is! Well, and our self-esteem. But, you know. You know how that is. But gosh, that means we still have one more thing. We need to rub against everything. So I gotta, like, add it to my spreadsheet. Yes, the spreadsheet's still a thing. I've been slacking on updating it. Because I'm bad. But we're going to correct that imminently. Hold on. We used those four things in, like, every place. I really skipped a lot of X's that I could have been putting in here. But that's okay. And they're in there now. And this bag, it might actually... Well, no, it's definitely not. The unfortunate thing about this is we know we need to get the book for Yuri. And, we can't get the book without expending the handbag. And we need to use the handbag everywhere, obviously. So, let's just get it over with, I guess. Hold on. That's better. Let's use the self-esteem with the handbag.
This handbag is not too much for you. You deserve nice things. You do not constantly have to get the cheapest and most economical option for everything. Especially if you're using resources that you accumulated yourself. Someday you will get a nice handbag like this. And you will not deserve to feel guilty about it.
Yeah. Alright. Oh wait, we already did this. Go back, just go back. We need to use our handbag on Ikuko.
She might like it. Too much, in fact. I don't want to make her jealous.
Oh, do it. Make her totally jealous. Handbag. Yummy.
She's definitely got a different style from this handbag, much flashier. And anyway, it's not her handbag.
Handbag. Roku.
I wish I could give her a present this nice and expensive, but it's not mine to give.
Give it to the girls.
None of them are deserving of this handbag, which, I remind you, belongs to someone else.
You're deserving, but they're not. And I think I agree. Stalls.
The stalls have convenient hooks for this very purpose when you go in. But I don't need to use them right now.
Hooks? Oh, okay, for when you're, like, setting down the handbag. Okay, yeah, I get it.
It's nice, but it's not quite me somehow.
So the bag isn't for you. Well, I mean, obviously, but yeah.
No, that's not how you clean this, jeez. You'd need some soft wipes and... Actually, I don't even know why I'm lecturing you about this. It's pointless.
The finer points of cleaning person's handbag, the cabinets.
They're locked. No handbag storage in there.
Very well, then. Let's move back out into the locker room so that we can restore the sound. There we go. Inventory. The bag. Your locker.
That would be stealing. I should bring the handbag back to its owner.
Bag. Monica's locker.
Monica would look fashionable with this, but it's not hers.
Bag. Yuri.
Yuri doesn't care for materialistic things like this, even though she uses makeup a lot apparently. And anyway, her locker is locked shut.
Handbag. Siri's locker.
Siri probably doesn't need a fancy handbag. If she had something like this, she'd break or lose it pretty quick. So she should stick to budget options.
Benches.
This handbag would be gone in 3 seconds if I left it here. Not happening.
Handbag. The other girls.
I don't need to show off. Plus, this is actually kind of an older person handbag, cool as it is. I'd look kind of silly with it.
Well, you've looked sillier today, so that's all the argument I have for you there. Let's use the handbag with plumber door.
I guess I could leave it hanging on the handle, but then someone might take it before Miss Ida gets here.
Use it with the bulletin boards.
I know whose this is. I should just take it to her instead of leaving a lost and found message for it.
I wonder if it's possible to get to this point without actually knowing who it belongs to.
This is too expensive and fancy a thing to just abandon on some benches.
The windows.
Can't really think of a way to use the handbag with the windows. Sorry. I'm sure you're just much more imaginative than me and had a fantastic idea.
I honestly did not. Vending machines.
What, like use money from in here on a vending machine? No way, I'm not going to steal stuff from Miss Ida. If anything, I'd rather steal from the cold, faceless vending machine.
You could steal from both. We're not going back there just yet. We came from here. Let's go up the roof real quick. Get this little side area taken care of. Get up those stairs. Yuri's still here. Hey, Yuri. Check out this handbag.
That's a lovely handbag, Natsuki. Thanks, it's not mine. Just taking it back to Miss Ida. I thought it looked familiar somehow. Well, that's very thoughtful of you. I try. And succeed.
She didn't disappear this time. How nice. Planter.
I don't want to get the fancy handbag all dirty.
Handbag the city.
I'm sure Miss Ida likes taking it out on the town, but you usually do that by walking around. Not throwing it as hard as you can from a school roof with all your stuff in it. You sociopath.
Handbag. School entrance.
It's heavy. If I throw it down there, never mind damaging it or the stuff inside, someone might get bonked.
Yeah, they'd probably die. It'd be great. Rooftop.
Got no clue what you want me to do with the handbag and the fence. I can't even think of a stupid potential plan you might have had in mind.
You can hang it on one of these little spokes. There you go. Bag. On the water tower.
the water tower is a little too big.
Did you think I wanted to take it? Handbag, the benches.
I can't just leave the handbag laying around. Someone will snatch it.
Well, Yuri's the only one up here. Maybe we can trust her to bring it back to Miss Ida. Save us the trouble. As if all this stuff we've been doing hasn't been trouble enough. Bag the doors.
Like hang it from the handles or what? I don't really see a way to use it with the doors.
Use it with the shelves.
I shouldn't leave something so important in such a forgettable place.
Use the bag with the stairs.
I can't fit the stairs in the handbag, and I'm not going to leave the handbag on the stairs. That's all the ideas I have.
Handbag, radiator.
That would result in a scorched handbag. And the owner of this handbag doesn't need sad things like that in her life right now.
Maybe it would look cool. Railing.
You can loop the handbag handles under the railing, I guess. But they might snap if you put any weight on them. Wait, what was my plan here in the first place?
I don't know. Wait, that was the last thing, wasn't it? Oh no, do it again. Move, get out of this place. Move back down to the main hallway. We did all the things in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've already done this. Let's go to the cafeteria with the handbag.
Oh, I'm seeing Sayori here. Hi, Natsuki. Hi, guys. Having lunch?
Yep. See, now there's these guys here, and we can do other things with the bag and them, maybe. These are what I'm seeing Sayori.
Neither of them need such a thing. Sayori doesn't carry a purse. She'll need to later, but for now she refuses to start. MC is a minimalist guy too. He doesn't need a man bag. And anyway, this isn't either of their styles. And also, it's someone else's on top of that. Boom! Complete destruction of your attempts to progress.
Who said I was attempting to progress? Use it on the decorations.
The handle doesn't really reach that high up. And neither do I. Ugh.
Handbag. The potted plants.
You want me to leave the handbag in the planter? You're kind of strange duck, aren't you? Ugh.
Bag. The chairs.
If I leave it here, someone will take it.
Yeah. Windows.
I don't need to look at its reflection. I can just look at it directly.
But it won't be inverted. And bag the food.
Stashing food in a purse isn't very ladylike. Besides, they have to-go containers.
Maybe Miss Ida would like the food. She'd open it up and be like, oh, there's food. I can eat it after I pick it up from around all my other accessories.
I don't really see any way to do anything with the vending machine by hitting it with the handbag or whatever.
Yeah, probably a bad call, that. I wonder if we can talk to these chumps. How's it going, Natsuki?
Pretty good, pretty good. Did you come to visit us? You might say that.
Solving MC's problem.
I'm glad I was able to find something for you to write with. Sorry it had to be a pen with such a storied history.
Hey, it's not a problem. Like I said at the time, the pen itself is probably physically clean. And the history doesn't weird me out or Sayori. It's all in the past now.
Yeah! If anything, you'd be the one most affected by having to interact with the pen. What's that supposed to mean?
No, nothing at all.
Bah! You guys are too powerful now as a couple.
Talk about solving Sayori's problem.
So, Sayori, I take it my help was able to tide you over and feeling lonely until you could see MC again. Yes, definitely. It sure was awful of you talking to me like that. Very nice of you, very kind. But what about the, Yep, I couldn't ask for a much better friend than you, Natsuki. And now I get to be with MC, so I don't feel lonely at all. Thank you. You're welcome.
Talking about what's for lunch.
What are you guys eating there?
Salad, fish sticks, apple pie.
Ah, a well-balanced meal. And Sayori? Apple pie. And a side of, apple pie. I guess if you think about it, an apple pie is sort of balanced. You've got the apple and the pie. Yeah, I'm practically on a diet here. Clearly.
Talking about Yuri.
I still haven't figured out what's been bothering Yuri. Or a good way to help her cheer up. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, how sad, clearly because you love her or whatever. But just as her friend, it really does bother me. She doesn't ask for much from us. And she's usually so cool and stable. It makes me feel weird not helping her when she's having a tough time. You know, without any teasing, I really do mean it when I say you're best equipped to help her. I mean, we're her friends too, but she can be kind of hard to understand. And of all of us, you understand her the best. That's really why we're hoping you'll be able to help her.
Yeah, we're her friends, but you're her best friend. We know you'll be able to help. Being a couple.
So, how's the whole couple thing going? You guys are really living the dream, huh?
Yeah, honestly, it's the best thing to ever happen to me. All the time I spend with her is just constantly filled with joy. It's amazing. This is probably what being hooked on a drug is like.
Well, yeah, you're hooked on all that good brain juice. We sure are. But MC described the feeling of it perfectly. It's just so constantly wonderful. Do you ever worry? People always say that early on relationships burn a lot brighter and hotter than they do later. And things mellow out. Does that scare you guys at all? I can't think of anything more wonderful than being cozy and comfortable with MC. That doesn't scare me at all.
Things being really intense is nice, but I have a feeling that things settling into long-term support and love will be even better.
Alright, I get it. I'm so glad you guys got together, for real. It makes my day brighter just to see you two together.
That's nice. See, if we didn't come back here to rub the bag on everything, which we already did, we wouldn't have gotten to talk to them. We wouldn't even known they were there. This was productive. You can't tell me it wasn't. Okay, so, that takes care of the cafeteria. Back into the club. Hi, Monica. We're gonna do the closet first. We're going all the way into the club. Maximum club room. Alright, it's time to handbag the boxes.
I don't want to forget about it in there. It's not mine after all.
Then handbag the manga.
Your purse is a bad place to store manga. Gets all rustled up and damaged, probably. Storing your manga in someone else's purse is an even worse idea.
Bag of school books.
That would really make the bag intolerably heavy. No thanks.
Would it be heavier than that car part, though? Handbag.
Too far to reach to get it into the bag.
Drat. I was sure that was the solution. And then we would have bag with book to rub on everything. Use the handbag with Monica.
Nice handbag. Isn't that Miss Ita's? Yup, I'm bringing it back to her after a harrowing rescue operation. I see.
Bag. Chalkboard.
I don't see anywhere to hang the handbag from on the chalkboard. Yeah.
Bag. Desks.
I'd rather keep the handbag with me. It needs to go back to its rightful owner.
Then handbag. Whoop, I clicked something else.
If I were going to tear the calendars down, I'd throw them away rather than stuff them in here.
Then bag. The closet.
Well, I'm not going to steal it. Get your morals straight.
You kind of technically already stole it. The windows.
I mean, that's not even a good way to get rid of the handbag, which is something I don't want to do in the first place.
Bag. The cabinet.
That's not where the handbag goes. Although it's a safe enough place for it until Miss Ida can get to it, I guess. But I'd have to get the cabinet open first. Fortunately, there's a simpler way to get it back to its owner.
We need to get a duplicate key made so that we can get the old key pried out of the lock so that we can put the bag inside. That's the simpler way she means, obviously. Alright, back out to the hallway. Move to the... we're going back to the courtyard now, aren't we? Rye's still here. You know what, we're gonna treat all this stuff as its own little trail up to the new building where we actually know the bag needs to go. Wait, where did it go? The school entrance. And then from there, back home. We noted that MC went somewhere, but we know where he went, so we don't need to wonder that. But go back inside.